Welcome back to part 2, guys. Gonna jump right into it and try and convey this for about the 4th or 5th time. This is the 5th attempt at doing this. I know what I wanted to convey, and I know the idea that I have going on in my head, but it's really hard to kind of just say it out loud, I guess. This is my general idea in theory. What I'd like to see is that I'd like to see the perk system completely wiped, and I'd like to see the kill streak system as it stands right now completely wiped. So there are no, 11 kill streaks, 25 kill streak, 15 kill streaks, none of that crap. Go back to the 357 and get rid of all the perks. Just throw them all out the window. So we have the 357 kill streak now, so we're now kind of back to Call of Duty 4. Excuse me, that was nasty. That was a dirty ass taste of coffee, but whatever. So we're back to 357, and we now have no perks. So you're probably thinking, alright, well I have no perks now, so now I have an insanely bland shooter that has no customization whatsoever. Aha! I say no, good sir. So now that we have this, this kill streak system taken away, and you would, as you would level up, you would gain, an unlock credit to get a new kill streak. Well, let's keep that same kind of system going, but instead of it unlocking a kill streak, it would give you an attribute point. So say you're in your creative class. You have your main weapon, your secondary, your explosives, your equipment, your stuns, flashbangs, whatever. And whatever else there is. I'm not even really thinking about it too much right now. That's not the main point. But instead of the 3 perks, you would have, say, 5 attribute slots. That would have like a total of like 10 available attribute points you could put into that. That would allow you to customize your class to, say, your gun and to, say, the particular game mode you're playing. So, like, for instance, one attribute slot would be like named like Slayer, and what it would do is for every point you put in, your weapon damage would be increased by 2, something like that. Granted, thinking about it now, having 10 points and increasing your damage by 20 is a little ridiculous, but this is just theory right now. Obviously these aren't final numbers that I would come into a boardroom presentation and be like, here's what you need to do, go do it. This is just me kind of bouncing stuff off the wall a little bit. Excuse me again, Jesus. That's one thing. Another one could be like, how important are like objective capturing? Like, so say you're playing search and destroy, and you put, you max out the objective thing, you put all 10 points in it. Maybe it increases your bomb plant time by like 2 seconds, or it increases your defuse time by like 2 seconds. So instead of, spending, I think it's 6 seconds right now for planting and defusing, it would take you 4 seconds. That would be something that could be really game-changing, because you could have, jeez, I cannot clear my throat right now. But I'm going to keep going because this is the best attempt I've had at conveying this. But I think it would be really cool because you could, you have 6 people on your team. 2 people could be your objective players, and then, the other 4 could be like Slayers or something. That'd be amazing. That could really completely change the fabric of how we play this game. The tactical mindset behind, how do you form your team? It's not, alright, everybody get out your ACRs or get out your scars and let's camp it up. You could have some people going a little more aggressive, some people trying to control the map. You have your 4 people in your front, and you have these 2 guys, looking for the opportunity to break through and play the objective. Something like that. Man. Another one could be like how it could be kind of like Danger Close. How important are explosives to you? Granted, right now I'm thinking with this mindset, I'm thinking there are not noob tubes in this game. So before you scrutinize me for that, just remember that's my thinking at this point. It would increase the explosive damage by like 2 or something for every point that you put in. And once again, obviously that's just a guess. That's just me throwing a number out there. Something like that would be kind of a cool thing to see. Something we haven't seen since Call of Duty 4 is something like Juggernaut, and I think this would be kind of a cool one too. You'd have another category where you could be like the point guard, somebody who is the aggressor, and you can mix this with like your Slayer attribute to where, the point guard class would like increase your health by like 2 or something, and then you mix a little bit of points into like Slayer, where it increases your damage. So you can be the one running around crazy willy-nilly and, you know, drop shotting people, but you're in the front, so you're taking the bulk of the damage, but you're also doing the bulk of the damage. It's kind of like, you know, it's like a point guard in a game. He initiates every play, you know, in a basketball game, and he gets a ton of assists. You may not be getting, you know, a ton of assists, but you'd probably be scoring a ton of points, but, you know, you understand what I'm trying to convey here. Another one could be like, Christ, I'm trying to think off the top of my head here. I mean, those are just the ones I had already written down, but I'm just trying to think of something. For like snipers, you know, as you put a point in, it'll increase like the range and the damage on your gun as you know, stack it up, stuff like that. It would also maybe help like your hip fire, so, you know, you work your steady aim in there also, but you also work in your, you know, getting to one shot, one kills, you know, reducing hit markers, things like that. Something that definitely plagues the game at this point. You know, there's some other things that aren't picked up by current perks that, you know, I haven't mentioned, but, you know, once again, this is just me throwing an idea out there, bouncing it off the wall, and, you know, seeing where this might go. So we'll see. Trying to think, what else can I mention here? That's really what I wanted to get out there. That's just the very, very basic idea. There is not a lot of thinking behind that. There's just, you know, this popped in my head one day and I was like, that's a pretty cool idea. I mean, it could really change the way everybody plays. Ha, look at that. Painkiller destroys me, and I get a classic final stand. Pretty awesome. But that's just something that kind of came to mind. I thought it'd be a really cool idea, and maybe it's something that could work. It would replace, you know, the perk system, so, you know, you wouldn't go into a game, you know, really expecting to know who's doing what and who's playing as what. I think this would really help the competitive scene, as well as just pub lobbies in general, because it would fix a lot of things that do annoy the crap out of players at this given point. Hey, look, another painkiller. Sweet. Just what I love to see. Wow. I can't believe I got 2 painkillers in one game. That's kind of annoying, but whatever. But, you know, that's just the basic fabric of it. I really don't have too much else to say, so I'm probably just going to go ahead and wrap this up, because now I'm just, at this point, trying to ramble to fill some time. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you thought this was maybe a decent idea, go ahead and, you know, get on Twitter or something. Tweet this to Treyarch, see what they think about it, and check it out. Sexy little double kill to finish up the game. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you think it's worth a tweet towards them, you know, send it, because they actually have a very good community manager, and he does read a lot of this kind of stuff. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. My name is What the Fucks. Peace.